Hello again, everyone. Edwin Learnard back once again. In this YouTube astrological segment, I'm going to be talking about Chiron Sextile or Trine the Ascendant in a natal horoscope. As most of you know, Chiron is associated with the wounded healer. It's that element or aspect in our lives that pretty much we can accentuate very strongly and emphasize with others and help others strongly in that particular area, but we often have difficulty helping ourselves in that area. Sometimes often I should say, perhaps it's due to overcompensation and attributed to this due to the fact that we're emphasizing this so much in others that we may neglect ourselves in this area. As far as the influence for Chiron, I see it as like a generational planet. I believe it has a lot more significance as far as the house placement as opposed to the sign it resides in, because Chiron traverses a sign on average for 4 to 5 years. So that's pretty much why I look at it like that. Anyway, the first thing is, if somebody has Chiron and sextile or trine aspect to the ascendant, this could be somebody whose healing abilities or the ability to help others with their figurative wounds can shine readily through their outer personality, their outer demeanor. The first impression, or one of the first impressions that someone may get from this person that has these aspects, could be that they see this healing ability, this ability to where this person helps, has this, I guess you could say, that benevolent, compassionate nature that is willing to help others. At the same time, others may realize that this person may have experienced wounds in this particular area of their lives. If somebody, say, has Chiron, say, in the 3rd house and it sextiles the ascendant, this could be somebody that helps others strongly with communications and perhaps with siblings, just 3rd house matters in general, maybe their relations with others in their general neighborhood, things that are connected with short journeys, but they may not, but it may be, somebody may pick up that these people may not really be helping themselves in this matter. If somebody has, like I was saying, with the Chiron in the 3rd house, as far as improving relationships with siblings, if this person has brothers or sisters, it could be something where this person may have had incompatibility with them to some degree, and it can become readily known to others, perhaps by the person communicating about this. You look at this, take another example. Let's say there's a trine aspect from the 5th house. This could be somebody who may show a strong ability or affinity to help others in terms of their creativity, perhaps problems in romance, for having fun, amusement, enjoyment, and being encouraging others to incorporate this into their lives. But at the same time, and it could be shown strongly from the outer personality of this person, or one of the first impressions this person gives off. But it may be at the same time that they may have difficulty in these areas of their life, and this could be readily known to others. So is something where this person can be, I guess we could say, I could say, as far as having as far as someone having this placement, we know the ascendant is also connected with our beginnings, and even in the early part of life, maybe this person was able to show these abilities to others to some degree, to be able to help others and help others, I guess we could say, quote unquote, repair or restore things, or make or improve matters, or augment them in certain areas of their life, depending on the house placement of Chiron. And even we look at this, and even by sign, this could be a very good blending as well. And if you have, say, the sextile aspect, let's take somebody that has a Taurus ascendant and has Chiron in Cancer, and there's a sextile aspect made to this. Well, Taurus ascendant could be somebody that has very persistent qualities and a strong, as far as a tranquil or calming influence on other people. Now, Chiron in Cancer can be somebody that helps others perhaps deal with sensitivity, deal with things that are connected with their emotions that might be negative on some level. And when you take this, say you take this aspect, this could be somebody that shows the Taurus Ascendant, could be somebody that blends in their ability maybe with the having that calming influence on others, and at the same time being able to help that person settle down maybe any kind of emotional difficulties that he or she may have, and then do it with this persistence where through, I guess you could say, dogged effort, and help those people, and possibly with some kind of family problems as well, and do this in a very calm and kind and benign, in such a way where where they blend very well, these energies. So, like I stated, a lot of it depends on the house placement and the sign as well. This person can be very encouraging. These aspects are very auspicious, and at the same time, they when you have these aspects, as I've stated before, the danger is becoming lackadaisical or complacent, and just because you may have been able to utilize these gifts and be able to help others, perhaps help themselves very strongly, it doesn't mean that if you just lay back that these things are going to naturally transpire. So it's always about to keep doing what you're doing, because if you just sit back, then obviously nothing will happen, and you still, if you really you want to use these abilities to help others, you still have to put forth the effort in order to do so. So anyway, people, that'll conclude this YouTube astrological segment for Chiron Sextile or Trine Ascendant in a natal horoscope. And stay tuned next time, where I'll be talking about Chiron in major adverse aspect to the Ascendant in a natal chart. Two things I want to get with you on before I head out. Firstly, the stars may impel but do not compel. And secondly, never isolate any single astrological element, aspect, planetary placement, position, configuration, influence, or what have you, and make an analysis of a person, astrologically speaking, based on this alone, because a person astrologically is the sum of all their components in their natal chart, and not just one. Until next time, people, stay well.